Hello and welcome back to Carmel Academy TV. I'm Jason Sutton, your Director of Instruction, and today we're going to talk about ball flight creation. And on our 5 mastermind skills, this is called D-plane knowledge. And simply D-plane is short for Descriptive Plane, and it was a term coined by Theodore Jorgensen in a book written in the early 90s called The Physics of Golf. And simply it describes what happens when the ball collides with the face. And a lot of times this is a big misconception because people get these two things backwards and it can cause you some trouble with your golf swing. So we want you to be able to diagnose your ball flight to where you can work on the appropriate piece to make the change that you want to make. So there are basically 2 vectors to the D-plane. We've got the club face and we've got the path of the swing, which is the direction you're swinging. You're swinging to the right or you're swinging to the left. Those 2 things are going to create the ball flight that you are hitting. Now, the number one thing to understand is that the golf ball always starts where the club face is pointing. As you can see, I've got my little tool here. If the golf ball is starting to the right, your club face is to the right. If it's starting straight, it's looking at the camera. If it's starting to the left, then the face is looking to the left. A lot of people think that the ball starts closer to the swinging direction or the path, and that's not true. With great technology like TrackMan and FlightScope and some of these launch monitors, we have proven that the ball starts very, very close to the face angle. So that's the first thing. The second thing is the curving of the golf ball is created by the differential between the path and the face. So if the path is going a different direction than the face, now we've got a lot of curve. So how is this going to help you? Well, how many of you are out there slicing the golf ball? Right? And you've been told that you're slicing because your club face is open. And it could very well be a portion of it, but not the entire truth. What tends to happen is you hit that ball, the ball starts out to the left and then curves way over to the right, or the ball starts straight and then curves too much to the right. So knowing now what you know about the club face and path relationship, you know that if your ball is starting straight, let's say it's the blue stick here, and the ball is curving too much to the right, the club face is not the problem here. The club face is okay. The problem is that your swinging or your path is way too much over here to the left. Okay, so swinging left of the face, and that ball is going to curve way back to the right. So the fix would be to get your path swinging more to the right, or more rightward. So we want to get this orange stick going more to the right, okay, and then that's how we can start to hit draw shots with our driver and not hit slices. So to recap, number 1 is understanding the starting direction is the club face angle, right, just like I showed you the tool here, okay, right, straight, or left. And then the curve is created by the direction of your swing away from the club face angle. And that's where you'll see the D-plane is described a lot of times like a triangle like this, where the bottom line is the path and the top line is the club face, or normal to the club face. So you can see how that creates sort of a V. So these 2 going in different directions tend to create the curve, get the ball spinning one direction or the other. So it's not always as it seems, and we just don't want you to get those 2 things backwards, thinking that the path is the starting direction of a golf ball. Because if that's what you've been thinking all your life, which I see a lot of people nodding their heads out there, then this is going to help you have a new understanding of what's creating your shots and then how to fix them quicker. So any questions on this? We'll be happy to cover that in the lesson as we do every day here at the Carmel Golf Academy. We'll see you next week. Thanks for watching the video. I'm Jason Sutton. We'll see you on the lesson.